to my first YouTube video here on the channel, your friend Chelly. My name is Chelsey, I'm 21 years old, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm currently studying American Sign Language Interpreting at Valdosta State University, where I'm a senior. A few things that I love: first, Jesus, my family, dogs, dolphins, Legos, baseball, music, and machine embroidery, which is the whole purpose that you're watching this video, I assume, or maybe just because you like me, which is kind of cool. Machine embroidery was a skill that I taught myself and learned through time at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. So when we first went into quarantine, I bought my first machine, and since then I have learned so much. If I knew what I know now, if I knew what I know now back then, I would have saved myself so many heartaches and honestly a few tears. I just wanted to make this channel to share some of the wisdom that I have. By no means am I an expert in embroidery, but I've done pretty well, and if this is your first time trying to get into embroidery, it can feel like a really big and daunting task of like, where the heck do I start? There were so many things that I learned about my machine early on that I had no idea about, even after I did extensive amount of research. So my goal for this channel is to take this old lady sport, because honestly, some of the videos that I saw when I was learning were from 2015 about quilting, and taking it and making it a bit more modern, because we're in 2022. Babe. Because we're in 2022 and we want to make sweatshirts and masks and tote bags for the trendy gals. I got you. So of the things that I know and hear and give them to you. In today's video, we're going to be starting with me just introducing my machines to you. Because this is machine embroidery, the machine is the thing that makes a thing do the thing. And so I want to show you all of my machines so that you can kind of get an understanding of maybe a starting point for you, or what this may look like in the future if you decide to continue going. I run a small business on Instagram and Etsy called Thread the Line. You know, Johnny Cash, he walks the line, and then you thread the needle. Thread the line. Yep. Follow me on Instagram or find my Etsy at the same thing. If you even just take that and then put it at gmail.com, you'll find me too. Let me go introduce you to my machines. Let's go. Let's go. So welcome to my craft room. This is my very first embroidery machine. Her name is Pearla. 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 This is a very basic and standard machine, but she's my ride or die. This is a 4x4 inch hoop. This is the standard size and the only size that comes with this machine, which means all of your designs have to fit within this hoop. So it's 4 inches by 4 inches. So I will pop up some pictures on the screen of designs that I have made with this hoop size, but I grew out of it really fast, which is why I brought my next machine. But she comes with some fonts and some designs, but I mainly use this USB adapter right here. So I upload all of my designs onto a flash drive and then put that on the machine, and she does her thing. She's very easy to thread and put bobbin in. This is my girl Pearla. I love her. We love her. Next. So, like I said, I grew out of Pearla pretty quickly. So I got Poppy here. He is amazing. So Poppy is a brother Stellaire, Innovis XJ1. It's just one of their top quality embroidery machines. I will say that I brought this machine for about $8,500. It's very expensive. In my opinion, it's so worth it. The biggest hoop size you can do with this machine is a 9.5 by 14 or a 9 inch by 9 inch. This is the one I use the most because it fits perfectly across the chest. The things I love about this machine is this huge screen. You can see right here, it has a little Disney symbol, which means that it has Disney designs on it. And the designs that are on there are trademarked, but I can embroider them and still sell them because I bought them with the machine. So they have Toy Story and Disney princesses and things like that on there, and I love that. I've never stitched any of them out, but I love that I have the option. Same as Pearla, over here is a USB import, which is where I import all of my designs. And if you look up here, this is like a a rack for your thread. It makes it so you can use these bigger spools like this black one instead of threading it right here. It's like really amazing for me and something that I wanted for Pearla. I ended up buying this for Pearla this week actually, and it's been working really well. So for this machine, you can't order it online. What you would do is go to Brother's website, and then you can type in like the machine you want, your address or your city, and it'll reference you to a sewing store or a local company near you, which is where I brought my machine. I went in there, gave them my cash, and walked out with my machine. So it was honestly a really amazing process, and I go to that sewing store quite often now to buy stabilizer and thread still, so I love them over there. Which leads me to my last machine. This is my third machine and last machine, Plata. If you've ever seen Narcos in the TV show, Pablo Escobar says like plata or plomo. Do you want silver or lead? Either way, like what kind of bullet do you want? That's really dark. But this is Plata. This is a Brother Entrepreneur PR650. I just got this machine about 2 months ago. So the ladies at the sewing store that sold me Poppy, I went in one day, and on the way there, I was like, the Holy Spirit just told me, like, just ask them how much a 6-needle machine is. So you just know. I'm the kind of person, if I know I can't afford it, I'll stop dreaming about it, you know? But I wasn't really thinking about this machine, but I asked them anyway, and they were like, well, we've been on the phone with Brother all day. We think it's going to be about $14,000. And I said, well, we're good. And then the lady said, well, actually, I know this older lady who is selling hers for $1,000. I said, excuse me, what? I said, give me her name. I need her phone number. I said, I need her phone number. And so they gave me all her contact information the same day. I called this lady. I was like, please tell me they're not just yanking my chain. And she goes, no, here's my address. And that same day, I went and I got it. So I felt like this was just an opportunity I couldn't pass up. If you could see all of the attachments and things that she gave me, even the stand that it's sitting on, all of those things combined is easily $1,000. And so I was just so surprised that I was able to get this. Well, I wasn't surprised because the Holy Spirit told me, and my God be speaking to me, okay? He is a 6-needle machine, which means that you can put 6 different threads through the machine, and then down here there's 6 separate needles. You can set the machine up to know what color is on each needle, and if your design has multiple colors, it'll just stitch it out for you. You don't need to change the thread. There are a lot of pros to this machine. Was it $14,000 worth of pros? No. Was it $1,000 worth of pros? Heck yeah. You can also do hats on here. They're the hat attachment, so this changes out to a hat attachment, which makes hats a lot easier because I can never get a hat flat enough to fit on these machines. I love this machine. Love it. So guys, that's the end of this video. I'll introduce you to all my machines so that you can kind of get a feel for what it looks like. And so maybe there was a few words in this video that you didn't quite understand, or terms that I mentioned that were a little bit confusing and you're like, wait girl, you didn't explain that. That's okay, I'm going to explain it in my next video, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be called Embroidery Vocabulary Words. There's some things that you just need to know so that in the future when you hear these things come up, you're like, I know what that is. My friend Chelly explained it to me. So, with that being said, that's the end of this video. Please, 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 if you have questions or comments, leave them here or DM me on Instagram at threadtheline, THREADTHELINE. Again, I'm so glad that you're here, and I hope that I see you again. Bye.
I feel like a person's dresser tells you everything you need to know about them, so here's mine.